I'm wondering how much time the therapist needs to spend working with the withdrawer to draw more of their inner world. It felt counterintuitive to me. You seem to depart from the couple dynamic and their relational coping. So how much time do you focus on the withdrawer?
Well, it's interesting because we talk about we're shifting the couple's paradigm from individual coping to relational coping. It is a bit of a paradox that then at the start of stage 2, we are focusing intrapsychically with each individual in order to send a different emotional signal, which improves the interpersonal part, the relational part. Through, of course, the restructuring of the bond and all the enactments we ask for, we're helping each partner experience a version of relational coping, which soon replaces their individual coping of often pursue, withdraw. Withdrawers get engaged incrementally. And then in my dissertation, and then Nick Lee's follow-on withdrawer re-engagement analysis for his dissertation, 3 to 5 sessions of heavily focused on the withdrawer to get the withdrawer sufficiently engaged. And then of course, as you know, the withdrawer often gets another notch engaged at the end or near the end of pursuer softening. So I share this with my clients. I say, a handful of sessions, 3 to 5, I'm going to be super focused with you, because we can't ask the withdrawer or the pursuer, but if we're just focused now on the withdrawer, we can't ask the withdrawer to shift from individual coping to relational coping without helping them get access to other parts of themselves. Remember that one of the core assumptions of EFT is rigid interactional patterns lead to rigid intrapsychic experiences, that vicious feedback loop that distressed couples are caught in. And so in order to interrupt that vicious feedback loop, we have to access different intrapsychic processes, which when expressed lead to different interactional patterns. There's no way, if we were more behavioral, we would try to change the pattern of the couple's dance to hopefully change the intrapsychic experience of each partner, but we're emotionally focused. And because we now know the science is so clear that people change at an emotional level first, or emotions have control presence neurologically. That's Tronick, or Porges is talking about 80% of the information is going up from the gut to the brain. So we know our nervous systems prioritize emotions. So we're working to shift each partner's intrapsychic, affective, emotional experience in order to then shift the behaviors that come as a result of emotion compelling, driving, urging behaviors.
So in order to have a different dynamic, the withdrawer needs to have a different experience of his or her own inner world.
In order to have a different dynamic with his partner, he needs to have access to these different nooks and crannies, affective nooks and crannies on the inside of himself, which drives different behaviors, which leads to a different dynamic with his partner.
There you go. We start with the emotion as EFT therapists. In order to have a different dynamic, in order to have interdependence, you need to help him, her walk around in the nooks and crannies of his inner world.
Yeah, to send a different emotional signal.
Yes. All right. And withdrawal re-engagement, generally, you again, as always, you are transparent about what you're doing. And so you will say to the withdrawer, this is 3 to 5 sessions. I'm going to be super focused on you. And
thank you for letting me be.
And thank you for letting me be.
And this will get you out of couples therapy sooner.
There you go. And here's the carrot.
For more hot tips on emotionally focused therapy, go to theeftcafe.com and sign up for our newsletter where you will receive short little clips like the one you just watched.